Hi guys! Just want to show you how I heat seal my cookies. So these probably look familiar. These are the cookies that we made almost pretty much together. And they are now fully dry. They can be stacked. And I placed them into 4x6 cellophane bags that can be heat sealed. And I want to talk through the process and what I do and what things to look for. So first of all, the bag. You want to make sure that you have a bag that has no sneaky holes, especially at the seams. Some bags are just flat cellophane bags with no flap, because this is a very robust seal here, and there's also a seal here. Clear Bags is the only brand that does this, and I find that all their bags seal very well to an airtight seal. And it's really because of the way they make their seams a little bit wider. Yes, you'll have some flap at the bottom, but that's never really been an issue for me. And you want to seal it close enough to the cookies that your cookies are not flapping everywhere, so they are secure. And you want to get most of the air out, so kind of push on them just a little bit, get most of the air out. You don't want to seal too close so that the cookies smash together or anything like that. This is my heat sealer. It's from Amazon. It was about $40. There are fancier ones that come with a cutter on top, so you can seal and trim off the top of your bag at any given time very easily in basically 2 motions. I don't have that. I've had this heat sealer for years. It's done such a great job for me. Absolutely love it. And what we're going to do, every heat sealer behaves a little different, so I'm going to show you how I do it with mine, and this is linked in our resources ebook. And you'll notice what I look for when it comes to a seal, and then you can sort of decide for yourself what works for you. Depending on what model you end up getting, there is a dial here. This is basically the heat seal strength. I never go up all the way. I'm about, I would say about 1/3 of the way. So there's all the way 8. I stay between a 2 or 3. This is going to depend on the type of bag and how thick your bag is. When you're purchasing your bags, regardless if it be Paper Mart, Amazon, or Clear Bags, you want to make sure that they can be heat sealed, and it should say in the description. And if it doesn't, reach out to the manufacturer and ask. So I got rid of the air. I'm kind of flattening it out. I'm making sure that it is as straight as possible. I'm just kind of referencing it with this side, making sure it's as straight as possible. And I'm not pressing down yet. I'm just adding a little pressure. And in the back here, I'm pulling out so that I can get as close to the cookie as possible, and then I seal. So the sealing motion is going to take some time to get used to, and every sealer is different. For mine, I press down, it makes a buzzing noise, it stops making that buzzing noise, I release halfway to let it cool a little before pulling all the way up. So here is what I mean. So press down. Okay, that light went on and turned off. Now I'm halfway up, but I'm still here. And then I fully lift up. It kind of sticks to the top or the bottom a little bit, and I take it off. So the seal is very prominent across the entire bag. You should not be able to easily open this. If you do easily open this, that means your setting was not on hot enough. So turn it up a little bit at a time until you figure out what that sweet spot is for you. You should have these marks that indicate the seal went all the way through. And you don't want to see any air gaps. And the way that you know is you're going to press down on your cookie, and if air comes shooting out somewhere, it's not an airtight seal, guys. You're gonna have to reseal it to ensure that your cookies stay fresh for as long as possible. This strip is a conductive strip, and it wears out over time. You will have to buy replacements, so keep that in mind. It's super easy. Just take a screwdriver, pop the strip off, put another one on. You can buy the replacement strips on Amazon, and they are relatively affordable. It takes a while before it goes, and you will notice because this will start to burn itself out. Because not only is there a conductive strip, but there is a metal kind of piece right under it that delivers the heat. So if we're gonna do this again, just wanna show you again. Pull it taut, heat seal, and then I always check and make sure that it is heat sealed all the way. And you can get going pretty fast. With the flaps of the bags, you can choose to tuck them behind and just have it like this, or if you're gonna place it in a bag, there's no big deal. Flaps have never bothered anyone. You can also alternatively fold them a little and put a bag topper on top. That always works beautifully. If you want to add a topper, this is a cardboard topper that I had made for me, but you can also make your own using any photo editing software like PicMonkey, or Canva is great as well. Make sure the width is the width of the bag, and I just have to fold the flap down a little bit because it's not tall or wide enough to cover the whole thing, and I don't want it to be. And I kind of center it, and then I'm going to apply 2 staples on the side, checking to make sure you're not breaking the seal, okay? Otherwise it's going to be not airtight again, and we lose the purpose of the heat seal, which is to extend shelf life. How beautiful, right? Such a small thing, but really very highly impactful. So that is the super fast, quick lesson on how to use a heat sealer.